Naughty but very nice.
Naughty.
I am Rob Chapman.
And I'm the captain.
And welcome to Andertons.co.uk, home
.co.uk.
of filthy, sustaining, Schecter dirty guitars.
It's quite early in the morning. Some might say it's too early in the morning for this sort of review. But
Never.
Hey, we're professional.
Well,
so we're just getting on with it.
I've had a filthy breakfast with gravy on it, and you had 3 coffees and a plate of beans. And
in fact, I'm going to tell them the coffee story.
Tell them.
I went to a cafe this morning. Rob and Rabia were already there. They each had a nice big cup of coffee, and so I bought myself a big cup of coffee. And then I got to the table, and Rabia said, I can't drink that. It's got milk in it. And then Rob went, oh, no, neither can I. So I had 3. I must have had about a pint and a half of coffee this morning.
You had your regulation amount of
actually,
caffeinated beverage.
To be honest with you, hasn't. I should be climbing up walls, really, shouldn't I? But I don't feel like it. So
no, but he has gone slightly mental.
Insanity.
And so I'm expecting
I did
much
go a
jape.
bit mental, didn't I?
Much.
What's the joke? Oh no, we can't say that joke, can we?
No.
Anyway.
What's this, Lee?
Okay, this is from the fine people at Schecter Guitars, and this is one of their sort of top of the range offerings from the Blackjack series. So, crafted by the wonderful people in South Korea that we know very, very well.
We know them very well.
And so Blackjack is kind of top of the range. So you've got the top of the range 1000 series Floyd, you've got a Seymour Duncan TB10 Shred Pro, I think it's called, or something to do with shred in the word. You have got the Fernandez Sustainiac system built in. You've got a locking nut. You've got a scarfed neck.
Yeah, it's beautifully scarfed off, actually. Got to say, they've done a really good job here.
Mahogany.
The gloss and then no gloss. Then gloss again.
Mahogany body set through, maple neck, 25.5-inch scale length. I mean, the spec is proper.
Specalicious, bro.
Spectacular.
Oh, that's a first.
It's a first.
That is. We're going to use that from now on.
And anyway, and the shape is called the Avenger. So it's a kind of
yeah, not big on the shape. I'm big on the playability.
I think it's got a bit of BC Witch. BC
Witch.
BC Witch.
That could be a new guitar brand.
It's got a bit of BC Rich kind of mockingbird about it, I think. But anyway, it's a sort of it's a shape that's a statement shape.
I don't know where you've come to life in this video.
I have.
Because before this video, he was like, oh, I'm really tired, Rob. What do you want to do first?
As soon as the camera starts rolling, I'm just a professional.
That's what happens.
Pint and a half of coffee. And 3 great colours, which I'm sure our formidable editor will put on screen for you now. But if you just sort of want to see them in the flesh, there is a red flame one here, a satin black one here, which satin black's been really popular over the last year or so. It is a guitar shop's nightmare because as soon as you touch a satin black guitar, it's impossible to ever make it look like it hasn't been touched again. So if you like your guitars a bit sort of dirty,
best thing for that I found, T-shirt.
What? Where?
Because I had a satin black ESP Eclipse, and I used to get the fingers from my students on it, and it used to drive me insane.
Insanity.
But what you got to get is a really good T-shirt, preferably one by Dorje.
Yeah, or Andertons.
Or Andertons. And then what you do is you just buff it really hard with the T-shirt.
Buff it.
And honestly, T-shirt did it better than anything else I'd ever used.
Yeah, I mean, don't go anywhere near that with a spray polish or anything like that. Anyway, what's the fretboard? Is it rosewood or ebony?
It's highly polished ebony.
Let me just check that out.
No checking required. I can smell it from here.
Wasn't that a Phil Collins album?
What?
No checking required. No jacket required, wasn't it? Grover machine heads. What else we got on here that's really cool?
They're not locking, they're just Grovers. Obviously you don't need locking because you've got locking.
It was a Seymour Duncan full shred.
Millennium Falcon compartment in the back, right here.
It's an ultra thin C-neck with a compound radius fretboard, and as Rob correctly informed you, it is an ebony fretboard. So there's a lot of spec. And this guitar has a kind of a normal selling price in the UK of £1,099.
£1,099, Lee.
In American money would be probably about $1,500. And we've just bought a quantity, not millions, but about 20, something like that, a mixture of the red and the black and the blue one, to sell to you for the princely sum of £799.
Which, if you've never used a Sustainiac system before, is a great guitar to get, just to try one out.
I mean, in fairness, if we break this down, Sustainiac, if you buy it as a sort of a aftermarket, something to fit yourself, is about £200, maybe it's a bit more, £250. The full shred will be about £80.
Ba-bing!
1000 series Floyd Roses are over, I think they're about 100, 150
Cha-ching!
pounds. So to be completely honest with you, you've got, you know, sort of over half the price of the guitar just literally here.
Yeah, that's very
Good
true.
value. It's good value. Anyway,
Shall we give them some tones?
I think you should. Yes, mainly clean jazz. I think that's
All
what
right,
this guitar's
I'm all
aimed
about
at.
that
or
today.
country, I think,
Yes. Or maybe not.
or perhaps not. We got no pedals, just Rob's silver back.
Yes, which I've got on the high section and some gain in it and a boot. That's all you need to know.
That's all you
really.
need to know.
That's,
Goodbye.
That's the entirety of that situation. So this is basically our pickup here. That should be in the neck pickup.
Okay.
Here is the neck pickup. But what everyone wants to hear really is the rolled off tone neck jazz tone. And then what they really want to hear is the Sustainiac engaged. So we've got on or off. I'll try and give
Let's
you a
just hear
close
the
up.
bridge pickup on its own first for just a second, because that sounded
It sounded mint, didn't it? It does all that kind of thing.
It does all that.
It's a wizard
Will
fast
we get told
dream
off
of
for
play.
not showing people what it sounds like clean? Probably not on a guitar
Probably
like
not.
this.
It's a Schecter, but you know what? Let's do it anyway.
Okay, just in case. If you don't like clean sounds, just fast forward for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, just don't worry about it for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
you know, because actually, what's
Go to the
interesting
toilet.
is
Go to the
what
toilet
is
now.
interesting
Come on.
is a Sustainiac with a clean setting.
Stop fiddling with yourself. Go to the toilet. Yeah, that's really loud. Okay.
Quite surprised. Here
Yes.
is the on and off switch, and then the three different kinds of Sustainiac that we have, which is note sustains for f***ing ever, and also the other one is you get a harmonic within the note,
Above normally, isn't
and
it?
then one is it just turns to feedback. I think that's right.
No, I thought it's note goes forever, harmonic, and then the two together.
No, what it is
thought
women
one-
keep their clothes on,
Yes.
women take most of their clothes off,
Yes.
women take all of their clothes off.
Yes. Basically, well, whoever you want to take their clothes off will do so once you engage that switch.
Yes. So at the moment it's off, but just check this out clean because it's really
Yes.
interesting. So off.
does work
It
clean.
sounds
doesn't it?
great clean.
And if you're kind of wondering, how does that work? Is it some sort of EBO style effect in there, or is it a little fairy that makes the strings ring forever?
It's a fairy.
It's a little fairy.
Absolutely a fairy. Now, because this guitar is very resonant, and we've got quite a bit of gain because it's styling,
And we're sitting right in front of the amp.
if I play a note, it's going to sustain anyway. So just for example, here is a note sustain. But
So that was no Sustainiac. In fact, it's a great example of like what the Sustainiac is actually trying to do.
Yes.
Because if you were playing at lower volumes, or perhaps with a less resonant guitar, or further away from your amp, you wouldn't be able to get it to do that.
no.
Unless you have a guitar with this built in, and then you switch this switch, and
And then this is what actually occurred.
you've got that set now with the extra harmonic.
I
on
like the
top,
harmonic
haven't you?
setting, yeah, so
if-
I'm using that.
if we switch that
Here
off-
is just a note that goes on forever. That was a long time, Lee.
It was a long time.
I feel like I've aged
So
considerably.
high.
Here's something that's nice and fun to do for recording is you set it to these super amazing harmonic
Yeah.
situations.
What's the middle one do? Sorry, the middle.
That's a blend of the two, I believe.
Let me hear.
So
it.
here is. So it's harmonic and the note.
I'll tell you what I'll do. In the description below, I will put a link to a specific thing about the Sustainiac. So if you're sort of
Yes.
going, what is that actually scientifically doing? You can go and read up
It's
about it. But you heard
it
it.
excites
This is-
the string magnetically,
it's-
so it continues to
Yes.
resonate. But here's a cool thing that I worked out that
Did
you
Peter
can do.
Andre write a song
No.
called Sustainiac?
Peter Andre did not write a song called Sustain.
I'm sure he did, or something. What was the song he wrote? Hang on.
Sustainiac girl, I wanna get close to you.
No, it was after that. It was after that. Someone's going to tweet, not tweet.
Were you a
comment
big
thing.
Peter Andre fan?
No. It was in that
Just gonna
terrible
say, you
program.
mentioned it twice in
I'm
2 videos.
I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here. He pretended, or he said that whilst he was there, he was humming songs in his head. This is going back years, and that he came up with this song that was that he was going to call something sounds a bit like Sustainiac, but it obviously wasn't. And then it all came out in the newspapers that actually he'd written it months before, and it was just an excuse to kind of give it some publicity on this.
Which tenuous link
called?
brings you to this cool thing you can do with the guitar with the Sustainiac for recording?
Whilst you do that, I'm going to look up what Peter
do
Andre song
that.
it was.
So check this out. I just really enjoy that. That was it. That's what you want. You want nothing, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, this Archaeopteryx of a sound appears. Oh, it's great.
Keep playing. I haven't found it yet.
Playing that for my buddy Rob Scallum.
I think it was called Insania. Insaniac or something like that. Insaniac.
I'm so relieved.
Which was on the hugely popular Peter Andre The Long Road Back album from 2004.
I'm so relieved that we found out the name of that Peter.
So am
but
I, to be
what
honest
the
with you.
world wants to know, Lee, what the world wants to
97%
know,
of Chappers subscribers are going, who the f*** is
world
Peter
wants
Andre?
to know what you think of a Sustainiac system when you play one.
Let's give it. I've never played one before, to be completely honest with you. I've sat and admired you doing stuff. So, but let's give it a try. Do you know what? This is a good point here. I noticed whilst you were playing, you are a very, what's the right word? Disciplined guitar player, because when using the Sustainiac, I noticed that all the strings that you didn't want to ring, you were resting your fingers on.
Yeah.
And I have just ably demonstrated that if you don't do that,
Everything rings.
yeah. Which obviously makes it a bit of a...
It's a lot of fun though, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun. What's it like with just a bit less gain? Because I
What?
think that's
What?
complete...
What?
Do you know what? 'Cause I think
What?
That's why I'm struggling.
Okay, bro, I'll take the boost off.
Ah, yeah, let's just try it now.
Why don't we put it on a bluesy crunch and make it more you?
Yeah, that's what I was... What this might do. It's just a different style of playing again, isn't it? Much easier to use the tremolo arm than it is to do vibrato in your fingers and things like that.
I think the best way of using it is to leave it off. I'll show you what I mean, because it's difficult to explain in words.
In words?
Sometimes you need more than words. What I mean is that you would use it as a secret weapon. So I've got it loaded. So it's loaded to do the harmonic.
It sounds so much better when you play it than when I played it.
Do you know why I'm meeting everything accurately? It's because I hybrid pick.
Yes.
And so I'm used to having all the fingers they're stuck on the strings.
Whereas I
but
don't.
You play great, bro.
No, but I don't hybrid pick.
But you could do, and it would be sick.
Yeah, I should try to learn that.
Yeah, man, bit of Travis. That would be great.
Travis Tritt.
Yeah.
Which is Cockney rhyming slang, isn't it?
So I've got it ready, but I've turned it off.
Yeah.
I play my killer lick at the end of a solo.
Do it.
And then when I get to that one note that you hold, I flip it on.
Okay.
So for example, if the end of a solo was something... Then you've got the killer note at the end.
The killer note,
but you've got a bit more control throughout the rest of it.
Yeah.
So you can do your... You're not going to get stuff in between that interferes with the whole process. Now the other thing we must warn people of, the warning is this. I have a guitar with a Sustainiac. It's addictive. I got a Sustainiac in one of my first ever ML1s.
Have you?
Yes, one of the old Chinese ones from years ago.
I remember Gavin putting that in for you.
Yeah, bro.
Which I should say, we do offer at Andertons, so if you have a guitar that you'd like a Sustainiac fitted for about, I forget what the labour cost is, but I think in total, with parts and labour, it's about £300, I think, to have it retrofitted.
Yes.
I think, roughly.
So it's addictive, and it'll take over a part of your life. Be warned. Always take the cable out of your guitar, because if you leave it activated, I don't know if you can hear this, Lee.
Oh wow!
That's the guitar doing it for you. So if I just touch a chord.
So if you just leave it turned on with the cable plugged in, this thing is going to constantly make your strings resonate.
Yeah, hold a chord down. Hold a C or whatever. And
I'm holding a G.
You feel
You
that?
can feel it really vibrating.
You can really feel it vibrating.
My guess as well is if you've got a dog in the house, it would
Oh,
probably
absolutely
hear that
drive
and
them,
go absolutely
drive them.
bat, wouldn't they?
Yeah, so you got to be. You
warning
got.
about things like that. I can hear it in the guitar. I don't think this mic will pick that up. It might do if it's really sensitive. It sounds great. It actually sounds like a guitar solo from like the next town, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just
But so it's just going to drain the battery if you leave
Yeah,
it on.
don't do that then.
And if you were hard of hearing or you couldn't tell, you might not realise that it was just doing that all the
God,
time.
did you just do a public health warning in the video there? That's a first. I think
we just did. I'll tell you what, mate. Grab me that red one so I can just show the camera how that beautifully looks. I just wanted to show the camera the red one because it's whatever you want to call
it's
this.
red.
It's not really red. It's like a sort of flamey.
It's like if you'd run up to somebody with the pointy bit and smashed it. In fact, have you ever seen The Walking Dead?
No,
If you were armed with one of these guitars and you literally staved in a zombie's head with a black one, that's what it would look like when it came out.
That's exciting.
And then drove this other point straight between the eyes.
Between the eyes, you cleft it in twain with your vast
Yes.
Schecter power.
You should watch The Walking Dead.
I'd like to, but Nat's terrified of zombies and stuff.
Really?
So, yeah.
I bought the box set of like series 1 to 4 the other day and just been like bang on it every night.
Well, talking about bang on it every night.
With zombies. That's even worse.
We had this one set up by the wonderful Tex here in a drop tuning with the dirty, thick, low string, so now it does this. Sounds great, bro.
Anyway,
Stop singing, buddy.
let's just quickly show you the close-up of the black one as well.
Alrighty.
Because let me take this off of you if I may, and I'll give you the what do I do with the blue one? What do I do with the blue one?
So here it is, black. The same thing.
Satin black.
It's just
though,
satin,
yes.
satin black.
Dirty.
It's, that was great.
Sounds a lot blacker, that one, doesn't it?
It does sound a lot blacker.
And if you order one of these and it turns up with fingerprints all over it, they'll be his. They'll be his
sorry about-
actual
I
fingerprints.
am sorry. Just one last thing I want to say. Innovative and kind of cool that they put the strap button on the back. I think it's a good placement for it.
It is a
actually.
good placement for it,
Yeah,
yes.
I think it will hang true.
Hanging Tough.
I think it will sell-
Another terrible song from Lee's back catalogue of terrible songs.
Hanging tough.
Remember who that was?
Almost.
Come on. Come on.
Was it Bros?
No. It was an American band. Band in the loosest sense of the word.
I don't know who it was.
Hanging Tough. Something
Are
like
you
that.
rough
And
enough?
there was one of the members of the band has, in fact, possibly two members of the band have gone on to be very famous actors. Definitely one of them is a very famous actor. In fact, they're both pretty famous.
Boney M.
Mark and Donnie. Is this bringing any?
Absolutely. no.
I've probably got this wrong. I think it's New Kids on the Block
Oh, it probably is New Kids
with
on the Block.
Mark Wahlberg and.
Is that when people used to wear bottle tops in their shoes and stuff?
And Jordan Knight, I think,
We
was in it as well.
massively digress, and I'm so sorry.
I tell you, I'm frightening myself with actually how good my knowledge of terrible music is.
Well,
Um,
well, that's all right.
Yeah.
And all of these metal fans are going to be really
They're
grateful.
going,
for the,
they are going, I unsubscribe, unsubscribe. And they're millions.
but please don't, and please do subscribe. And I've definitely been Rob Chapman.
And I'm the captain.